Welcome to the Kakle. On today's episode, we'll be discussing issues of our lives, our values, diversity, positivity. We've all got things to tackle. Stop playing around. Thank goodness for the Kakle.
But what's the psychology behind it?
We're all the ladies here. And she's in the wrong. For you. I'm glad you're here tuning in. On tonight's episode, we have Jonathan as our guest on the show. This was an eye-opener for me in terms of perception, stereotypes, loving yourself, but most importantly, accepting fully who you are. This conversation embraces this quote: "You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." Gautama Buddha. So, sit back, relax, have your glass of wine. Make sure you got that glass of wine. And welcome to the conversation. Well, we don't do the usual traditional intro. We just say hello. Hello, Joe.
Hello, girls.
What's up?
Get the hell out of here. Let's get this conversation going.
I love you guys.
So we have
Joe.
Jonathan.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jonathan D.
Woo-woo.
Do you have a nickname? Did you ever have a nickname?
Well, I used to be a counselor in a day camp.
Oh, poor you, those kids.
I know. They used
I
to
know
call
what
me
those kids can
Bacon.
do.
Why?
My name was Bacon.
Oh, that's
What? Excuse
so
me?
cute.
Yeah.
They call you Bacon?
And some of my friends still call me Bacon.
Why do
They call me Bakey, Baka. We have those songs. We go like Bakey, Baka, Bakey, Baka. Every time we spoke on the phone.
I want you to say that in one breath.
Bakey, Baka, Bakey, Baka.
That should be a Kit
You
Kat
can't say
commercial.
bacon, though. I'm a greedy person. I love food. I live for food. So you can't say bacon because then I lose my mind.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I might be gnawing
I
on
had
your
a
arm.
lot of bacon this morning. Sorry.
Oh, listen, I might
you
be chewing on your arm like in 5 minutes. Keep it up.
How do you make your bacon? Because
I don't know. It's actually my mom that did it.
Ah.
She did me. She made breakfast this
Are you
morning.
serious?
Yeah.
Isn't that the best breakfast?
And we
Yes.
watched a movie this morning.
What movie did you watch?
Did you see the movie Saint Vincent?
No.
Sad.
You saw it?
No, je suis pas capable. I can't because
No,
I have to be in the zone.
What
No,
was it
it's the
about?
best. I think it's one of the best movie I saw like in a few years.
Who's
It's
in it?
It's emotionally.
No, it's not that bad. It's weird. It's kind of weird. It's with Melissa McCartney.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, and Bill Murray.
yeah, exactly. And there's a little kid. The kid is amazing in the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a movie, yeah.
I thought it was
haven't
supposed to be like a drama comedy.
It's all mixed emotions. You laugh a lot, but when you cry a lot.
Really?
But it's
Cry
not
enough,
sad. It's not sad. It's like great. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's just like life crying.
It was.
hits you
Oh
by
my
life.
god! It's the first time I cried so much in a movie since The Green Mile.
Well, now I have to
that
ask:
was a
are
good
you
one,
a
too.
crier when you watch movies? I cry.
I cry. I cry when I watch movies, but I don't cry normally, like in life.
In life.
You don't?
Like
Why
if
is
someone
that?
if someone dies, I'm not like a well, knock on wood, la.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it depends who, la, man.
Oh, I'm a crier. Don't bring
Yeah,
shit.
she's
I don't
a
care
crier.
whose funeral it is.
You're
I can
mush.
drive by and I see
No,
crying.
me,
I don't
I'm
even know
mush.
the person. You
Like
know?
I remember when I was young, like my aunt, she passed away, and I loved my aunt. You know, she was like, I used to go there, and her house was so clean. And I was telling her all the time,
Yeah.
and I had to force myself to cry.
I feel you on this because I'm kind of the same way. Like if someone, knock on wood as well, that's my anxiety that people would think I'm a little strange because I might not cry right away. Like even the thought of thinking of certain people, I'm like, yeah, like I don't know. It's just my first reaction is just kind of,
But when I start to cry,
yeah.
I'm a little girl. You know?
Maybe like that. I mean, for me,
It's
never
crazy,
stops.
and I can stop. But it feels so good when it comes out.
Yeah.
It's true. That is true. But that's why I can't watch movies that are too real or too emotional. Like, my husband doesn't sit with me. Because he looks at the movie at the beginning, and if it looks sad, he's like, oh, you're going to cry in this one. I'll give you time. And then he leaves me in the room, and I'm sitting there with a box of Kleenex by myself going, that's so touching. You know, and you're like, really? You know, so... I'm a crier, so we can't go to the movies together.
Okay.
No, that's not gonna happen. But other like. We want to hear more about you.
Oh, okay. I'm a comedy guy.
Slapstick, sadistic, sarcastic. I shouldn't say sadistic. Black comedy or.
No, I all kinds.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite comedian?
I love like Rebel Wilson.
Yeah, she's awesome. She
Do
was
you know
in that
her?
movie
I don't
Pitch.
know her.
Pitch Perfect.
Perfect. She's like the big girl.
And she calls herself Fat Amy.
Yeah. She's in
And
that
she was in
movie,
Bridesmaids. I love Bridesmaids.
Oh, yes. No.
I
All
love.
I was Bridesmaids. and
Oh
that was
yeah,
my
I
movie.
know her.
I love. What's her name? She was on
She's
SNL.
English too.
No, she's
Oh, I
Austrian.
know who-
She's from Australia.
Oh, she's
yeah?
Australian.
Wow.
Oh, I
See,
didn't
even
know.
know. I need to catch up. I really have
That's
no
her,
life.
yeah,
when
she's
you, when
awesome.
you have a child who's in life.
No, I love her. I love Emma Stone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think she's beautiful. I think she's funny.
Yeah.
And
She's
I,
witty.
there's this thing, me. I like actresses or actors, but they have to be like, if they're funny in their movies, they have to be funny in real life too. Because
yeah.
me, I'm like a YouTube guy that goes and watch like all their interviews on late shows and stuff,
Yeah.
and they have to make me laugh. Like what's her name? She was in Pitch Perfect too.
Anna
Kendrick. She is hilarious.
She
She is really hilarious. Like Jennifer Lawrence, I love her.
I love
because
her attitude.
Yeah.
when she's on a interview, whatever, she's so down to earth. She's so funny.
She's bananas, and I
She's
love
so
it.
funny.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's
Like,
true.
but like Anna Kendrick, she was on. I think it was what's his name, David Letterman, and she was Conan O'Brien, whatever, and she was telling that she has this weird relationship with Taco Bell, and that she goes there after midnight only. And I find this so funny, and I just imagine her going in her car, and she's like, "I eat in the driveway, like in the parking lot."
Mission?
No, but it's like that. But she's like, it's an obsession, and I can just go after midnight, and that's so me. I'm so weird like that.
You know what?
No, that would
I
make
do that
you
with
normal.
McDonald's.
I know.
We just vary the restaurants.
We had a conversation the other day, and I was telling him like, yeah, you should come over so you could talk to Clove and stuff like that. And you were saying you're gonna go out skiing, and I was
Yeah.
like, but it's like almost nighttime. Where are you gonna go skiing? You know? And I thought, this is so white of you. Like, it's such
And
a
I
white
go
thing to
skiing
do.
alone too.
Do you?
I
Yeah.
know.
Do you need someone to hold your
Nighttime or
chocolate?
daytime?
Nighttime. I'm a
It's
night guy.
So cool.
Wait,
Well,
where
no,
do you
I-
go though? Where do you go for
Bromont.
skiing? Is that near you, Sanka? No, that's
No,
No,
that's the other
opposite.
that's
side.
the other side.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
the
not a
south
skier.
side.
All I look for, there's a mountain with snow, and I see people on it. Oh my God, look, people are skiing. That's where I'm at. But if you want me to go with you,
Yeah.
I only hold the hot chocolate. I don't go downhill. I'm black.
There you go.
The coordination on skis when you're black is just not happening, okay?
I love
so
that.
therefore, I fear for my life, and I'll stand up top and I'll cheer everybody. I'll hold the hot chocolate to Jack. I'll even babysit the kids.
Yeah, I tried.
I'm
Yeah,
not going downhill.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Shirley.
I
Have you
tried
it?
this. Was it the surf thing?
Yeah.
The
Snowboard.
snowboarding.
Yeah.
Jesus, my core, my stomach, my legs. I just.
Oh, the
I
next
didn't-
day.
Oh my God! What?
feel
It's
it.
a
You feel
workout.
It's
Yeah.
intense. It
Oh, it's
really
so
is.
fun though.
I
It's
tried
like
it.
I put my headphones on. I put my
do?
music. I go there alone, like with your goggles. You're like, I'm a superhero. You go down the hill. You're like, oh yeah, I'm so
Yeah, I
good.
know
There's,
I had that
because
same
there's a
feeling.
thrill that you get. Caveat, disclaimer, when you're not heading for a tree. There's a thrill as you gain speed and
Oh,
you're
no.
going down and you're in control of the way you're skiing down the
I'm
hill.
clumsy.
There's this, and then you have like, I'll have like heavy metal. Or
Yeah.
like
Oh
really
my
hard
God.
rock, because then you got the guitar and the drums and you're going down and it's getting faster and you're just like, I can't tell you what kind of an emotional rush it is.
It's so fun.
That's where
insane.
you and I differ as people because
Me
for
and
I don't
Tanisha are
want
like,
my
our heads
music
like,
to blast louder than my screams because I will be screaming halfway down the mountain for help. Okay, and I want to make sure that they can find me where I'm at, so I got to scream real loud. It has to be louder than the music. That's where I'm at.
You'd be
So,
yelling so
yeah.
loud that Bigfoot be like, okay, for this, I'm gonna come out.
The thing is, I don't know how it is at Bromont, but I know like Saint Sauvage, it's like a nightclub on the slopes. It's really like a club, so the music is blasting. They have house playing.
Where
or
is
they
this
have-
in Bromont?
No, that's in Saint-Sauveur.
Oh,
So,
okay,
north.
Saint-Sauveur
On the
one.
north side.
Okay.
No, but in Bromont, I think it's more a family thing. Well, I know tonight is the there's Nuit Blanche, so it's open until
that's
like
right,
2
it's
2
starting
a.m.
Yeah.
No, don't.
So they do that, and they, you know, when you wait in line, there's music and stuff.
Yeah.
But I like me, I was always thinking, like, I know like Saint-Sauveur and stuff, there's like the after ski stuff, and everybody goes to the bar, and it's like it's a party and everything. But there, I think it's more of a family thing, you know.
In
It's
the
true,
daytime, it's more like family.
Yeah.
Right? And then
Yeah.
at nighttime, they have special events just like because
Yeah,
kids
for
are
more,
out.
But you know what? There's a way to keep the kids quiet in the daytime. You see those screaming kids? Lightly just give them a tap.
You go.
You go first, baby, okay? Good job. Oh, just move a little bit. The tree's coming. So bad. No, but it's fun to see families out.
So why do you go skiing at night by yourself? Is
I
it
don't
to
know.
kind of de-stress?
I think I don't have
Get away?
a lot of friends.
No, you're a sweetheart.
You're so
No, I know.
Nice.
No, but I don't know. I didn't find anybody that wanted to go. Like,
Oh, you got
So-
somebody right here.
no, we'll go together.
Yes, I'll hold the hot chocolate.
I gotta
Remember
practice
that?
first because the last time I went into a ditch instead of a cement block, though.
Oh.
But
Her
Couple
bruises. No. You tell the other part of the story. She had a big
I
bruise.
busted
Oh, yeah?
up my
Oh my
She's trying to
God.
get this
3
poor
ribs.
black girl to go with her skiing.
and I had a concussion. I got a severe concussion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I-
Mais pas à peu près.
I wear the helmet for the first time. Last time I went.
I might have to do that.
No, but it's crazy, Al. Like, I remember, you know, I used to ski a lot when I was younger because we had a place up in the Les Cantons de l'Est, and we used to go, like, every weekend. It was crazy. You know, I had my ski and everything. But at that time, if you had an helmet, people were like, what's up?
Yeah.
But
And then people
now,
died.
no, I know, but now, I was in line last week waiting to take the chairlift. Everybody had an helmet except me. I was like, I feel alone. What a...
But you
It's
can make them
crazy.
really cool. Like you can spray paint them. You
No,
can
but they're really
suit
nice.
them
They're
up.
really nice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
So
I was
it's-
going to get
it's
a
good for
bubble,
safety.
put myself in it,
And
spray
just-
paint it, and you all could just roll me down that mountain.
That
It'd
must be
great.
crazy, though. That would be cool.
Wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
See?
You say that, but there's this thing, I forget where it is in the States, where you go into...
From there, we talk about a human bubble contraption of some sort. But then Sanka gets into it with a great question.
So if I was to ask you, what would your friends say about you?
Oh my
In
God.
3 words, what would
Wow,
they say?
Sanka, like, woo!
Ooh, cool.
That's
You're
a
in the
pitch.
hot seat. I don't know if
That
I
is hot.
It's like a roast or
Bum, bum,
something.
bum.
It's like
Um,
20, 40.
So you want, like, qualities?
Well, I don't know if there's more fault.
No, man, I mean, like... I
don't think they're your
about-
friends.
No, man, attends, what would they say?
Yeah. What's a 3? If I said, describe him, 3 words, what would
Fun.
they say? Okay.
Fun. Always there.
Good, nice.
Positive energy.
Yeah. Well, it depends, but... no, man. Yeah, fun. They're, like, always there. I think it comes with listening and whatever.
Makes a good friendship.
And, yeah. And,
I'd say influential energy. Like
influential,
what
but
you-
I'm a lot. I would. I think I would. I hope they would say loyal.
Okay.
I try to be really loyal in my life. I'm like obsessed with that.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of people don't try to aspire to achieve one of those points, and loyalty is such a big factor. Whether it's friendship, whether it's relationships, whatever it is, loyalty is a big thing. So if friends could say that, but I mean,
I'm loyal. I would say on the same level I'm loyal as to my job that I am to my friends, you know? When I get a new job or when I get to work, I put the same the same standards, investment in the fact that I'm working for this company or I decided to take that contract as I do to my friends.
All in or get out.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm an all-in guy. Really.
you know what? That's some very good attributes. You know, honestly, to have that.
Sometimes
Not many people do.
No, but sometimes I think it's not
Can it
bad.
be to a fault sometimes?
Come again?
Like to a fault? Like sometimes does it can you become so loyal that you kind of forget about yourself a little bit?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
and people
eh?
take advantage of you.
Yeah.
You
for
become
real.
loyal to being loyal and not loyal
Yeah.
to...
Yeah.
And it's you can become so involved, and I'm they probably say I'm emotional too.
I didn't get that at all.
Huh?
I didn't get that at all.
You don't get. Huh?
No, but it's good because you're in the moment. You're in life.
No,
you're
I'm all in.
wave.
You know.
what?
And that's
You
beautiful.
live. You live.
Exactly.
So you appreciate the feelings, the emotions in life. We go through so many
May-
different feelings.
It's so
Yeah.
weird because I know like the subject we're gonna talk about,
Yeah.
but since I did this and came out,
Yeah.
I said to myself, I could never lie again. Because I was living a big lie, not a big lie, but I had a double life for.
How heavy was that?
That was crazy. It was kind of fun. It's weird, huh?
No,
It was
there's
kinda-
no such thing as weird. Weird is what makes us hot.
No, man, it was
I like. Well said. I love that.
having like this double life was kind of a thrill.
Okay.
I have
Would
a
you do
double
it
life.
again? I know all about your double
Because you
life.
have the energy, I guess.
Superwoman.
Yeah.
You had the
At
energy
night.
to do it.
If would I do it again? Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's a big question.
We don't ask little questions here at the Kakle.
We get down to the nitty gritty.
I love that. Yeah, I think I would do it again. I would come out sooner though.
Okay.
Well, really sooner. I realized I would come out sooner, but the fact is that there's a progress of me realizing that I'm that person before even,
Yeah.
when I told my mom, she was like, "Why didn't you tell me before?"
Your mom was surprised? Did you feel a sense like she was surprised?
She wasn't surprised, but she was mad because I haven't told her, and she was like,
Hurt.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
you you cannot trust me and whatever." And I was like, "No, ma, I had to like accept it and like
was
realize
the whole
it. It
process.
was like
me.
no, man, it's just I had to know it myself.
Yeah.
No, I knew it, but I always thought that when I would find, I knew there was an attraction towards men, but I always thought when I find the right girl, that I will live my life with her, and fall in love and have kids and have a family and whatever. And I'm a loyal guy, so I would have stayed with, maybe not all my life, but
You think you would have been able to control your feelings towards men if you had done that? Or that it wouldn't have been an issue anymore because you fell in love
no,
with
but
the
I
spirit?
realized one day that I'm not able to fall in love with a woman.
You could be attracted.
I could be attracted.
Connection. You could love her
I could
on a...
have relationship with her,
Right.
like sexually,
Yeah.
but emotionally, no.
Connection.
You
wasn't
wouldn't have
there.
100% there.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think I fell in love one time with a girl. And I really think I did. I had like a good foot.
Yeah.
I was 16. I was like in dans les camping, no?
Right.
And we
Those
were
darn woods will do
Yeah.
all kinds of things to
Don't
you.
tell me.
No, mate.
Fresh air and
Like-
nature.
we used to go there when I was a teen, whatever. And there's the dance every Saturday, and there's this girl she came to my high school. She wasn't older than me, but I fell a grade, so she was
A great
A great
Up,
fire.
yeah.
Yeah.
and whatever. I was 16, but we drank at that time. So.
And you were 16.
Yeah,
And you're a boy.
and I'm a boy, so.
And there was woods.
And it doesn't matter
I
if
need
you're
to go
And
heterosexual.
no, but it was
or
a
not.
dance. There was a dance, so you have to like, okay, let's go have a drink before whatever. And this girl's there, and I always had like a little crush on her. And whatever, we start dancing and we kissed and everything, and my heart stopped. I was, I think that's the coup de foudre total,
Yeah.
total. And I remember I was like seeing her everywhere, like in my soup, whatever. I was
Some
like,
good soup.
I was going nuts. No,
That's some
I was
good
in love, and I had a pager at that time, so I was like,
But all right. We all did, honey.
I know. And I was like waiting for her to page me, and we're like,
and find a phone to call back.
yeah.
Or do the messaging upside down.
We continue the conversation and reminisce on old pagers and old cell phones, the big fat ones. You know, remember the gray Motorola phones that flips where an earthquake can't even break it? If there was a zombie apocalypse or a huge earthquake,
It will work.
It would
still work.
That and the cockroaches would be good.
I saw a parking thing that said like if you park there, we'll tow you away, and you have the cell phone and the page number. And I was going to say like I'll just do it for fun, see if they call back. You know, that's so funny.
I would have done it.
Yeah.
Tell me, quick, what happened?
But finally, nothing happened. Like she never. Like I saw her because she had a roulotte over there. So we went back the next weekend. She was there. I think we kissed again, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I like you and everything." But then she never called. And I remember she used to work at Dairy Queen's in Villemar. And one day I go there, and I go to place my order, and I froze. I was like, that was. And that's the time I decided that if I'm not gonna love someone, I'll never go out with someone.
Okay.
Like, because I felt love for the first time. You know, I used to have a lot of girlfriends when I was young, you know. Let's go out together. Oh my God. We go out for 2 weeks and then you're like, whatever.
No, that connection is not there. That's
No.
the thing. It wasn't there.
But when I felt that, I was like,
You know what? Her loss.
I after that I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I didn't go out with no one because I was telling myself, whatever. Actually, I wasn't really. Well, I was trying to go out with girls because I was trying to find someone that I loved, and I met this girl. Let's call her whatever. Isabel. Clara.
There we go. Clara.
So this girl, Clara, I think I thought I was feeling the same way as I used to for the other girl, for the first girl. And she had a boyfriend at the time. She finally left the boyfriend, went out with me. Everything went fast. And you know what I realized? I realized that at the beginning, when she wasn't available, I was like feeling like something, you know? When she got available, that changed, and eventually getting to know her, you're like, okay, no, we're not like a good match.
You know what? I have to bring up something.
Yeah.
There's something about the chase that we love.
Especially when someone's taking
something.
It's like the hunt. You know, like I don't know what it is. Every couple they'll tell you, you know, at some point they have to chase the other person. You know, and it's something about the chase. And then unfortunately, when they get together too long, so they're like, well, I have the cow. You know, like I don't need to taste the milk no more. You know, not saying that the male or the female is a cow. Don't come right at me. But there's something about the chase. I think it's that adrenaline we love so much.
Yeah.
Until we realize. Not the best choice.
There's nothing more fulfilling than getting accepted by someone who thought didn't want you.
Yeah. It's a weird human condition.
Because when people love you right away, you're like, But when people, when you have to work for it, and then you win it, it's like a lottery.
It's true. That's what I think it is. I think we all do, you know, we all do. My husband said he chased me. He keeps saying that when we first met, I gave him my phone number, but when he called and asked for me, I was like, this person doesn't live here.
Are you serious?
I think he's telling the truth.
You were lying. I was just like, but no, normally if you called and asked for me, I would have answered and said yes. I was like, did you prank call me? Did you?
I believe him.
Because my
that sounds like you.
Like that Parisian accent.
Do that?
His accent is more Parisian. So I'm like,
she would have done something like that.
Like, you better work it.
Wasn't the guy get the number 2? Sorry.
You didn't remember what you did that night, and you remember what he looked like, so you didn't want to put yourself in a position where you found out he looked like a frog in the daylight.
I blame it all on the alcohol. So
let me get my loss.
Blame it on the D.
There you go. You see? There you go. And that's probably what happened. But something about about that adrenaline. It's funny because you hear it over and over in stories. You know, that adrenaline, people love that. You know, it pulls people together sometimes. That's just my thing.
I think as we get older, we're just tired of running. Could you just give it up, please?
Let's just get real.
Can we just move on to the other
No, but
things?
me now, when I look at relationships, I'm like, I don't want to play a game.
That's exactly. Yeah. Okay, so you said it much nicer than I said it. But it's true. You're just like, could we just...
I just want to put my cards on the table. You like it?
Or you don't.
Or you don't.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I think it's something... I thought it was something easy for, like, the gay world. Yeah. I realize it's hard, too.
Is it?
Because it's a human thing.
But I thought, like, you know, because of
in the gay community, like, if you want to have sex, so easy.
I like the way he's whispering into the microphone.
Now, we don't want to shock you guys.
I'm curious. Is it so easy with gay men? Would you say it's the same too for lesbians as well? You know, well, that's kind of hard to say.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know. Actually, it's not easy for lesbian. I know.
Women are much more.
I won't mention any names.
Yeah.
But someone told me, like, the girls, they want a relationship and they want something more than. Well, that's what that girl wanted. The other one, she's like, no, I just want to have sex, you know. But anyway, she's like, no, it's hard. But for men,
it's easy, huh?
It's that's testosterone.
It's like,
do I want to go? Do I want to go into details?
Yes. Like, well, there's details and there's details. Some details.
No, it's so easy. It's on your phone. Wow. You know, there's an app for that. Yeah. It's on the go to the park. Go to...
Let's go play on the swings, baby.
No, man, it's so easy. It's so easy. It's really easy. It's crazy. But when you want to get together for something serious, it's hard.
What makes it hard?
I don't know. I don't know. First of all, there's this thing.
Testosterone makes it hard.
No, but there's this thing.
That gets in the way.
There's this old thing about open couples and...
Polyamorous is what they're calling it today.
It comes to the first point that everybody's like, it's easy, and I don't know. But it's not only that. But it's not only that. I don't know.
You know what? That's where we are today. You know, that's one of the big issues we have. You know, just as human beings, you know, we're in this selfish almost mode where we're like, no, I'm not ready to settle down until you're ready. Listen, you get in your 30s, nearing 40s, all of a sudden it's like, I don't want to run no more.
It makes no difference.
Really?
No,
I went out with a guy and he wanted to take it to the next level because it's all about immediate gratification, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, but I don't feel like it because I haven't decided if you're friendly or not.
The problem is,
and he goes to me, he's like, but you're being weird. But he was genuine about it because what my saying, I haven't decided. It's not. I didn't say no. Maybe I wouldn't have said no for the whole night. Maybe I would have said no for a week or something like that. But he was like, he literally thought my reaction was weird to him, which tells you something about society now.
Well, that's true.
Then do you think if you felt it was weird because you're female, especially?
No, it was weird because I said we just met and I don't know if I like you. Like it was the first time I went out with him, right? Yeah. And so I was just...
it was like a first...
Like, so we had been talking and then we finally went out and then, you know, can I have a few hours at least?
Nah. Can we wait until tomorrow?
It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like 2 hours into like the first time I've actually sat with him like in person. And he's like, wow. He's like, let's get it on.
Oh. No, but I think it's...
I'm like, easy there, grasshopper.
Yeah, you have to say to them, like, okay, can I at least know your last name, your blood type, where you live?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Can I see an ID, please?
Yeah, can I see something?
So I go to him. I'm like, I don't know. I said, listen. He's like, but we're adults. I'm like, being an adult doesn't mean being stupid. Right. I don't know if I like you.
Exactly.
If I liked you and the chemistry is right, it's not like I set a time frame for when we sleep.
No, but maybe with some other guy, you would have done it, maybe.
No, if the connection was there. No, but like, if chemistry...
Well, everybody.
Might turn down the volume.
We need a mom alert. I'm still looking for a sound effect for mom alert.
Mothers in the city.
Mom alert.
No,
mom
it depends.
Alert.
I don't know what to say. You're
No,
on your
it's
own
true
on that
because
one.
sometimes
It's just to say, it's funny because someone asked me that question today, and I said, "Look, I don't set a time frame. It's not about a time frame. It's about how you feel with the person.
It's chemistry.
It's about chemistry.
It's about what you want. It's about what you're waiting
about. It's about do I feel? You know what? It's about. Okay, so the way I answered the question, I said it's about compatibility, right? It's about chemistry, because if you don't make me quiver, then
Yeah.
And also, I said it's about safety.
True.
Because I could know you for 10 years. If I don't feel safe with you,
It's true.
I could know you for a shorter amount of time.
But if you feel secure,
And if I feel
protected,
safe,
yeah.
like you're not going to go film it or something and put it up somewhere, that you have some level of discretion or things like that, then it's not about time factors. I think that's silly to say, I'm going to wait till the third day before. What if your third date sucks?
right.
That too.
Are you still going to sleep with them?
I think everything happens in its own time and when both parties feel comfortable. And that's the key word, feeling comfortable. You feel that you can peel off that layer and really show them who you are. And, they have accepted you, for who you are, imperfections and all. No one's perfect. And I think that's the key factor most people don't understand, because sometimes you get that aura from people, like you meet someone, they're like on you like a tiger. It's like, why do I feel like I'm in the jungle? And there's some sort of like cheetah about to pounce me.
I feel I'm in Jurassic
Start hearing
Park.
parrots in the background.
Basically, and I'm sure everyone has had that feeling. And then you turn around and
Dude,
all of
I
a sudden
felt
you get
that
this
in New
eyes,
York.
you lock eyes with that one person. You're like, oh.
I just got a visual of that guy in the alley with the long London fog jacket saying, "What's up?"
I just had a flash. I'm sorry. I have to
go for it.
share it. Okay.
Go
You guys know wrestling.
Yes.
Wrestling in the 90s. There was this chick, China.
The conversation takes a turn, a 180 degrees turn really, about China, once a female wrestler and now turned porn star. That's one way to pay the bills.
Like, I can't believe that's the wine coming out right now. Huh?
China
It's
is
the
true. I
population
found it
center.
very awkward when I heard that. It's like China, like wrestling. How do you go from this to that? And then
Some
now
people
it's
are into.
awkward. But
I'm sure she's making. I'm sure she's making well. Like, you want to see the movie.
Wow,
You
because
know?
I think everyone's
It's China.
curious. Everyone wants to see, But yeah, no.
You can see it happen though.
Well, because it's
I mean, she was already rolling around with people on the ground. So
No, but it's sad
Is that
though.
her thing?
It's
Is
sad
that
though.
like her thing that she like pounce people? Because I could see that.
No, but I know there's one scene she's like in the ring.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes, obviously, when women really work out at the gym, especially women who wrestle, I find them sometimes just to be a little bulky. It's like, so how do you go from, okay, I get the wrestling and I understand the body shape. You're in there with the guys. Oh, more power to you. Make me proud. But then how do you go to porno?
you take yoga instead.
I'm really
And you
trying to
stretch
wrap my
those
mind around
muscles.
this. It's like, how do you, okay, I'll leave it alone. Next.
Oh God, China.
Boy, we came off track.
Yeah, way off.
I'm so
track.
sorry.
No,
it's
not,
okay.
it's not even you.
I'm like I texted that to someone and I'm like, fun fact. But then I went, F fact. Myself so funny. Sorry.
You know what?
Don't be
Okay, so
sorry.
hold on.
That's such a Canadian thing that we do.
It
We say
is.
sorry for everything.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
apologize for everything.
That's why I like Jon Stewart. I think he was making fun of that in terms of where that's Canada say sorry as a way to say thank you and you're welcome or something like that. She's utilizing her brand name.
Assets?
Yeah.
Especially in that one.
They have strippers named China and cookies and candy. Yeah. Sorry.
Where were we earlier when we got lost into the
No, we went to.
We were in transition,
Yes.
is what we were going from. I can't even help you from here.
Well, you know what?
Okay, so you know what?
So going back to your coming out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gay.
Yeah.
You know what?
You're so brave.
I guess we want to talk about the stigma too of when people say gay, like this gay person, and we're in an age where we have to remove that because everyone's a human being, and I would love to hear your point of view on that. Like, you just wanting to be known as, okay, I'm this person, that's it. But society tends to always add a title when it's not even necessary.
They tag people.
Exactly. And how have you experienced that in your life, and how have you dealt with it?
It's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard. Like just saying I am gay.
Yeah.
Took me for real, maybe 4 years.
Wow.
Just being comfortable saying that.
Okay.
Uh,
At what age did you come out? Because if you had 16...
I came out at 21.
Oh, wow.
21, 22. Yeah. Wow. Came out to my sister.
Your sister?
Yeah.
How did she react? She was
she was like... She was actually happy. My sister, she's like...
I would be happy too.
Oh, and my sister, she's like... She's weird. No, she's not weird. No, she's weird. She's special, you know. She watches some special stuff and whatever. She's like, oh my God.
But you know what? I guess for her, it's still her brother. So it changes nothing. You know, I think that's what it is. It changes nothing. It's still my brother. You know, like, you're just opening up about a part of yourself, but ça change rien. You know, it doesn't change anything. But
it was a long processus, no, this, because you know I told I told my sister, then my cousins, but at the beginning you're like, okay, don't tell anyone, you know, you're like it's like our secret, and at that point, like when I'm telling, I had a hard time, like I never said I'm gay, I would say I don't like women.
That's what you would say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gay. I don't like women. You know.
That's cool. You know what? I've never heard anyone say just like that. It's almost, it's an eye-opener, you know, because you have that right to say, I don't like women. But society always puts, like I said, that title, you know, and it's funny because I've never heard anyone say it like that.
You know what it's like? I have this visual in my head. You know the high diving board?
Yeah.
So at first, you're at the bottom, right? You just put your toe in. I just don't like women. But you know, you at one point you're gonna have to climb up on that high diving board, and you're either gonna have to jump or come back down. But either way you look at it, there's a huge sacrifice to make. Because if you jump, you're owning this place, right? Good or otherwise. You also know that there are some people in the world that are not looking at that with a positive light. So once you own that place, internally you'll be free to a certain degree, but externally there might be another price to pay. And if you climb back down and you try to fit into this box, it's like, you know, your circle's trying to fit into a square box. You know it's like slow torture. It's like slow death.
Yeah.
It's killing who you are inside.
It's like suffocating who you are, you know, and you want to be free. Everyone wants to feel free and comfortable. So I could imagine, like, in a sense, it's not easy, the process.
No.
Yeah, so 4 years makes sense because you're deciding if you're going to go against the wave or not.
I think I was 21 when I came out. Yeah, I think it took me, it's new, me saying I'm gay, and I'm like, whatever. And it comes by time, and it comes by, I don't know, sharing my story. No, not even sharing my story, but I don't know.
But you know what?
Like, I started, like, I told my cousins, my boy cousins, like 1 or 2 years ago, you know? I told one of my best friend, because has been a while, I've not seen her. I was like her best man at her wedding. I told her this summer. And it's because my partner was there, and I was like, okay, well, Sarah, this is
my plus one.
My plus one. I'm, you know, and
let's party.
Whatever, you know. I was lucky, you know. Everybody had a great reaction.
I was about to say that. Yeah. It seems that you have an amazing support. So the transition, like, in a sense, telling the news wasn't as bad as compared to when you hear other stories and the horror that you hear people go through and how long they live through that. So you have a great support system.
For my like my mom, my dad, it was, there's no, like, good ways, I think, to say it to your parents. Like, my parent was, it was like the worst story ever. I updated a profile on a meeting sight, and it rang on my cell phone, and my cell phone was in the living room. I was in my room, and my mom comes in, brings me my cell phone. I see gay whatever.
Oh, God.
So I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So I call my cousin that's in Vancouver. I'm like, oh my God. My mom just grabbed my phone, and there was like something, whatever. So I'm like, I think it's tonight it's gonna... I was ready, you know? I was ready to come out.
Oh my God, this is better than any show ever. I'm sorry.
I was ready to come out, so... No worries, but...
Maybe not that way.
Yeah.
Not that way.
You wanted it on
like, I
your
wanted to
own.
sit down, you know,
you
and
wanted
like
to set
be
the,
mom.
Set the mood.
No, but I was ready. Emotionally, I was ready. So my mom comes back and she's like, you know, I'm like, holy shit, I know there's something. I know she knows, whatever. And she comes back, she's like, Joe, do you have something to tell me?
That's when you know. That's such a mom thing
I'm like,
to
well, mom, and I'm laughing, you know, what do you want me to do?
Cry?
And so, no, but that was like
It was
a
one
hard
or
night.
two.
Now she started to cry. She was like, I can't believe you never told me before. And that night, I said, my mom knows it. I said, I have to tell my dad. Like, I wouldn't
you can't-
be
you
able
can't
to
Tell
wait.
just one.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
better to tell
And
both.
it's weird because, like, I say to people, I did it with my dad, but, you know, that's the relationship I have with my dad. I send in an email. Because me and my father, when we fight, okay, we always write to each other.
That's like a
That's
French.
so cute.
That's got to be a French Canadian thing because
You know what? I think you're right because I have a friend that does the same thing with her
close-
children.
close mom, same thing. And both his parents does the same thing. When things get like emotional,
Really big. Wait.
they write a letter.
Yeah.
Like if we
It's true.
we had a big fight, okay? So I know next morning my dad always had a letter on the table like, you know I love you, you know I'm proud of you, blah blah
But
blah
you
blah
really
blah.
suck at this.
You know, so I said I have to write him a letter. So I send him an email and I'm like, my mom knew tonight, so I have to tell my dad now, you know?
Yeah.
So I went it's a crazy email. I read it once to someone else, and she cried. I know, but it was
Do
so.
we practice these?
I know. And seriously, we're
I'm actually.
Yes.
I don't know if I have it.
Oh my
I
god,
have to check.
that would be so dope.
It's crazy. No?
Dope.
But you know,
Is
I
it 1992?
I know.
understand.
I know.
mothers,
I don't
'cause
know.
do the same
I
with
bringing
my
dope
son.
I think I just got into a time machine and went and then came back.
I know because she sent me a text saying yippers. But ever since you sent me that text, I'm noticing I'm using it again. We're just recycling expressions from decades gone by.
Yes. It's like, oh no, I'm showing my age.
No, yippers is beyond your age.
Yes.
Just so we're clear.
It's like the new
we're
one
forever
that kids
doing
say dead. Like my son said dead the other day. I'm like, what? What's dead? I don't get it. It's like, you know, instead of using LOL or laughing my EA off, you know, they say dead now when things are hilarious. I'm like, oh my gosh, dead. Like, okay.
That's a little morbid.
Yeah, I was
isn't
like,
it?
that's a little weird.
I have it.
Color.
Ooh.
I can't believe.
Oh, is that?
I can't believe I have it.
I'm glad.
Oh my god, that is so weird.
Well, you have
You
it?
have it?
I have it, and I sent
my
it to my
gosh.
father on February 1st of
Shut up!
of 2012.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my
At
god. I
At
can't
2:30 in
believe
the
it.
morning. This
I'm-
is so weird.
Oh my gosh, that's like in a few hours.
That is in a few hours. So it's in 2000. So it's 3 years ago. I told my parents.
Wow.
It's
So
3
it's
years,
3
right?
years to the day.
I don't know. I'm
Today,
still on February
tonight.
1st.
Tonight.
Like
You
it,
said
Wow.
you had a feeling.
that
It's
is
so weird.
crazy.
This is so.
It's like we're having
Isn't it
an
weird how the
anniversary.
universe, well, chin chin.
Cheers.
Chin
Sorry,
chin
chin
on
chin.
your.
It's 3 years.
Wow.
It's weird because it seems like forever. It really seems like forever. Like
Because it's like you
Now
it's like you signed off to a whole new life when you said that.
Yeah.
It's like it opened a whole new. C'était la frontière. It was the border.
Oui, no, but it was a border. It was
not Guantanamo.
It was it was a stopping. You know, like I said before, when I was at that point, I wasn't being honest. You know, I was lying. I was lying a lot to myself, to my parents, to everybody. You know, I was doing some stuff that I should have done, and I was really living a double life. And when I said, I'm saying it to all my friends, I said, from now on, I will never lie to you again. To everybody, I said that, like close friends. I'm said, and now sometimes my friend tell me to like put a filter because you know me, Shirley. We know each other like a lot. No, but there's none. You know what you see is what you get.
Can I just say your non-filter is inspiring because believe it or not, it inspires me.
Yeah, but sometimes you know. Sometimes I'm scared that people are gonna use that against me at one point. But on the other side, you know that film 8 Miles? Like when Eminem do the rap and he says, I'm from the trailer, blah, 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 blah. And no one can do nothing because he said it himself.
Exactly.
So I feel the same way.
There's power in that. There's power in standing up and being you and not apologizing for it because there's nothing that you said. Yes, would you mind?
So crazy.
Would you mind sharing that with
us?
No.
It's the second time I share it.
Yeah. And we thought we were going to be your first.
It's in French, though.
No, but you know what? It's okay, and it can help.
It's Montreal,
others, out there who are trying to take that step and sometimes don't know how.
That's right. This is a great example for that.
This is crazy.
That is.
You know, there's while you're getting your stuff together. TD Jakes is a preacher.
Yeah.
In the United States, and sometimes he'll preach and and I'm less religious, more spiritual, but I've seen some of his sermons, and sometimes he'll preach and he's like, I don't know, I got a feeling I'm talking to somebody out there.
Yeah. That's right.
And you know how you kept saying you had a feeling, and tomorrow's the anniversary? I got a feeling somebody out there needs to hear what you have to say.
Exactly. The message.
There are
I'm maybe gonna cry tonight, huh?
That's okay. We got a whole box full of Kleenex, man. Don't worry about it.
I wasn't ready for. And I just want to tell people, like I told you guys, and we'll talk about it later. But I didn't really want it to say I'm gay because of the stereotype, because of the tagging that comes with it.
Exactly.
You know,
it's not fair. So
I'm open, like everybody knows it now, but I don't want to. Like I want to pursue a public work, whatever.
But you know what? You're so much more than that.
I know.
Exactly.
Because you know what? This, in your case, what you were coming to terms with was being gay. But for somebody else, it might be being big, or it might be being unhappy.
It keeps
so much more than
popping in my head since we're talking, and I have 3 black ladies in front of me.
That's right.
It's
3 black ladies, but one of them is multi-ethnic. Thank you very much.
Yeah, she's the UN.
She's caramel.
No, but I just
matters.
No, but I just want to say something, and it's weird because I realized something big when I was in Florida. I went to Florida for my vacation, and I know you can relate to what I'm feeling right now because I've experienced something weird. We were in a gathering with family. We were in a gathering with friends. Not friends. Some friends and some that we didn't know. And some people started to talk about black people.
Yes. The stigma, not a human being. There's a label of the black, and it's like...
And it's weird, and it made me realize so much stuff, okay?
Yeah.
And I was with my mom because it's so funny. I went in Florida with both of my parents. My parents are separated for since I'm 5, and we went, me, my dad, my mom, and my aunt and her boyfriend. That's weird, and whatever. My mom fell back in love, and so weird.
What?
Anyways,
Well, that
mom beep.
That will be
Mom
take
beep.
two.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Whatever. And those people started to say like bad things.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want like.
You don't want to repeat them.
No.
Right. Just bad.
And my ex, he's
He's Haitian.
Asian, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, first thing that came on to my mind is him. And then, like, my mom was with me, and I told my mom, like, we were making a coffee, and I was hearing them, and I said, okay, I'm not feeling well. I don't want to like cause a fight because I'm not at home. I don't know these people. I don't want to embarrass the people that invited us because it wasn't them talking about that. So I was like,
It's an
What do I do in a
moment.
situation?
what do I
like
do
that?
in this situation? And I was like, okay, that's weird. So, we left. Whatever. I was like, okay, mom, we wanted to leave. We were like, okay, that's enough. And my mom told me, because my mom always like, she was always scared about the being gay thing, about what people were going to say about me, you know? And I was always like, Mom, don't worry, you know? Now I accept it. Now I don't care. Anybody can say anything. I'll be able to defend myself.
But you're her baby.
But now she said, well, because now we were talking about it, obviously, and I was like, that made me feel weird. First of all, about Reg, well, I didn't mention his name, whatever. And second of all, I was like, yeah, but they could have been talking about gays.
Exactly. They're not looking at the person as a human being. Like we said, they're tagging. And I remember, we're going to get back on track with that email. Just a quick story. I remember when I was a young girl, and I'll never forget at school, and the teacher said to me, you know, oh, you're the black girl. And I'm like, no, I'm not the black girl. My name is Tanisha Collins. I'm a human being. And I was young in elementary, and I knew that. I didn't want to be looked at. This is just color in my skin. If you needed an organ to stay alive and I was donating, you would not hesitate.
That's right.
Don't worry.
Label me now. I'm a human being. I want to be treated like everybody else. And I think when we start labeling and saying gay, you're robbing of that person of that respect, of respecting them like a human being. We're not looking at anyone as a human being when you're tagging. Whether if you're saying you're black, you're Hispanic, you're gay, you're not respecting them as a human being. And I think that's where we're wrong as society. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And you know what? I want to hear how you broke that door open with your dad to have that conversation. Explain that.
Right,
this is
Oprah.
so weird. That was like, oh yeah, hallelujah.
Oh my God, Oprah's competition. Oprah, I do want to meet you because I do love you.
Okay, so, oh my God, that's weird. Salut, papa.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. No, I'm like, first, I'm like, I want to read it in English, no. Okay, salut, papa. Premièrement, je veux te dire que je t'aime fort et merci de me soutenir, m'encourager, de m'aider et de toujours être là pour moi. I just want to mention, my dad's an hockey coach.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's
But
cool. What kind of hockey coach?
He's a job.
Cool,
He's
but
a job.
like, for a gay kid, that's weird.
Not so.
Bon, je ne crois... My God. Bon, je ne crois pas, I guess I wanted to say, que tu vas être content de recevoir ce courriel, mais au point où je suis rendu dans ma vie, je n'ai plus le choix. Dis-toi que c'est aussi difficile pour moi de t'envoyer ce courriel que pour toi de le lire. Peut-être que ceci va être un choc ou encore peut-être que tu t'en attendais, mais bon, voilà, je suis gay. I just said it like that.
Wow.
I am gay.
Yeah. Bon, désolé si c'est aussi drastique, mais bon, c'était le seul moyen de l'écrire. I realize I able to write it, but not able to say it. Dis-toi que ça a sûrement été aussi dur pour moi de l'accepter que pour toi de l'entendre ou encore de l'accepter. Sache que je m'attends pas à ce que tu sautes de joie. Je sais que tu vas probablement avoir besoin de temps et je compte respecter cela. Hier, maman l'a appris, donc je n'avais pas le choix par respect de te le dire aussi. Ça fait longtemps que je le sais, mais très peu que je l'accepte. j'ai toujours cru que c'était une phase, mais bon, j'ai réalisé depuis 1 an et demi qui je suis vraiment et oui, j'aurais donc aimé être comme les autres. Mais bon, je suis qui je suis et j'ai réalisé que je ne peux pas me changer. Toi et maman avez rien à vous reprocher, ni un ni l'autre a fait quelque chose de mal et je veux que cela soit très clair. Ce que je souhaite, c'est que tu vas m'aimer autant que tu le fais, que tu vas continuer à m'encourager et à toujours être là pour moi. Je viens peut-être de te faire vivre ton pire cauchemar, mais dis-toi que je suis toujours la même personne et mon but n'a jamais été de changer. Je te demande de garder cela pour toi. J'ai pas envie de faire la promotion de mon orientation sexuelle. I'm on the radio right now, that's weird. À tout le monde, si tu veux en parler, tu peux avec maman, puisqu'elle est maintenant au courant. Si tu te demandes pourquoi ça a pris autant de temps avant que j'en parle, c'est que c'était pas facile. Dis-toi que en ce moment, je me sens comme si je te décevais, mais je n'ai plus le choix car je me suis tellement privé à cause de ça dans ma vie et j'ai décidé que c'était assez. Tu sais, quand les gens me demandaient pourquoi... My dad's a hockey coach, ok? Tu sais pourquoi, quand les gens me demandaient pourquoi je jouais pas au hockey, eh bien, voilà la vraie raison, j'avais peur. J'avais peur que quelqu'un le sache et de me faire écœurer comme c'est déjà arrivé. Autant que c'est dur à t'écrire ce courriel, mais en même temps, ça me fait beaucoup de bien de savoir qu'à partir de maintenant, je peux être vrai. Papa, je t'aime.
Oh my God, you can make me cry. Like, that is the most beautiful way to deliver a message to your dad. Like, I don't,
a sweet boy.
You know, it's true. You know, as parents, and I've told
I feel Tanisha coming. I feel it.
Yeah,
Titi's
you know what?
getting
I'm taking
there.
it home. This is all right here. You know
Kleenex?
what?
Okay.
I've always told my son, good or bad, come to me. And the way you deliver that message, it's so moving. It's so inspirational. I really, really hope who this message is for out there who needs help, you know, and speaking to their parents, they hear your message. Whether it's about coming out, about your sexuality, whatever is going on in your life.
Addiction, anything.
Yeah. January 28th was about bell talk.
Your message was so well said.
Yeah, your mental illness.
I don't think it left any other choice but your dad to love you even more.
But that's what he said. So.
Because you covered a lot of people who will have that conversation, whether written or vocally, don't touch all the things that you touched. Usually they don't talk about, don't blame yourself.
I said everything.
At some level, that's it. And I think for people who are listening, it's a good way to go because you hit all the things that are going to happen when someone hears something like that and reacts to it. So that as they're absorbing this information and this reality, you're kind of carrying them along, which I think is pretty phenomenal as a human being.
You know, I think the first thing a parent should understand is, like, when my mom told me she was mad because I didn't tell her before. Yeah. Ma, no, I have to process it first.
Right. Yeah.
See?
But
I said in the email, I said, you don't know how much I want it to be like everybody else.
You brought water in my eyes right away. I thought that was so moving. And it shows also a visual into how much kids want to please their parents.
You made me think just that line right there.
Just that line is so moving.
You brought me back to when I was a kid and I was made fun of being black all the time. I was called the N-word by students and teachers.
Wow.
And when you said that, I remember telling myself the same thing. Like, I wish I was like everyone else. I wish I was like, why am I born in this family? Why am I black? I don't understand, like I'd be angry at God, at my parents, at just, it was, so it made just that line, what you just said, brought me back to that moment.
It's crazy. Oh, I have so much flashback right now. One day, my sister, she's a little, a little weight.
She's
more
voluptuous.
She's curvaceous.
Yes.
She's beautiful.
She's
so beautiful.
I love that.
She's so beautiful. I love her so much. And one day we were talking, and my sister had a lot of issue with that. Mm-hmm. And one day we were talking, and I said, it's not maybe it's not a good way or whatever, but we were talking, and she was living her things, and I was living my things, and I said to my sister, Tara, the difference between me and you can make something about it. I can't change myself. And